Hello mga kabayan ko, my name is Romeo. For today is kinda a little bit of a serious video for me to make. So there's gonna be no music, it's just gonna be me talking and you're gonna hear some bad background noise and shit. But I think this is what I need to give a little bit of message or what I'm about to try to say. And now I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I am experiencing depression and anxiety. Now, if you don't know depression is that number one factor that kind of makes you want to kind of kill yourself, or is that state of it's not. There's no word to describe what depression really is. I think let's just say that you really feel shit about yourself, but or like you know that there's a little bit positive or there's gonna be a good thing that will happen, but your mind doesn't want you to do that or doesn't want you to think like that. Instead, your mind kind of tells you that you're shit, you're better off dead, or you're better off not living or anything like that. So being depression is kind of like it's not just extreme state of sadness, but it's kind of hard to explain it because I know I'm just talking from the top of my head. You know, like I I'm easily get shit, you know, and what's the type of shit that kind of makes me sad or kind of makes me depressed? First of all, my school. It kind of depresses me into doing what I am today. Like my real passion is to make videos or make films or something like that, or to create something out of nothing. Which is why I kind of like coding in a sense, but I really like more about the the logo shit or the more graphical shit than the coding, which is more of a hard coded. But I still really like coding. It's just that my teachers, some of my friends, kind of makes me hard to like really enjoy coding more than what I am. And because of it's an Asian country or it's an Asian school, parents kinda really want you to be like to graduate in that current year or that the course that you're about to graduate. Let's say if your course is a comsci, computer science, which is me, it's probably gonna take you like 4 years to graduate. Now, if you have Asian parents or you have anything parents that are kind of strict, they really want you to like just study the fuck out of your school, you know? Just kind of forget a little bit about your youth. Just study, and who gives a shit about that, right? Because for me, I think studying should be more about enjoying the session more than hating the session of studying. Because a lot of, I don't know, families kind of pressure us young ones or us students that we should do good. They kind of fell off the path or they kind of forget to tell that it's okay to fail some of the subjects or it's okay to at least fail at one point of your life, you know? And there's a lot of students here in the Philippines that have kind of gone to a suicidal state because they didn't get the grade that they want or like they lost their honor or something like or their like credentials or they kind of lost their like um their scholarships and shit. I know it's sad or it's really, it's just that maybe that's how we were like raised to, like we should really really I value my education, by the way, but it's in a sense that I don't like the system in school. I like some of the profs, but most of my professors are like a bunch of like shit, you know. I think a lot of students would kind of agree with what I said, that some of our professors are kind of like shit, especially the ones that teaches just, or teach a lesson just based solely on the textbook. He's not explaining on his own broad terms. He's just explaining it on the textbook. You know, but when suddenly some like important shit that is happening on school that requires them to be at least act as a proper professor, they will do it. Like they're just doing it because like they don't give a shit about their students. You know, just doing it because it requires them to do it. Because if they don't do it, then their pay will be like lowered, or they get a chance to get fired because it's their fault they didn't get a credential in school and something like that. I don't know. It's quite dumb how schools are already like that. It should be like more of a student type of thing that kind of helps the educational system how they rate a school. Like for say, the students are the one who are experiencing the real shit about the school. Not the ones who are like doing the credential, or like inspecting a school doing a shit. They're not really the ones, like, because the inspector of a school, they just like come in, announce. What if you like get the feedbacks of the school, get the medium or get the mean? Wow, statistics. Get the golden mean of that higher level. If this school really deserves to get this higher level of education, I don't know, it's quite stupid and shit. Also, I'm quite kind of a little bit sad or depressed how my family is turning out, or how my family kind of treats me a little bit. For the most part, I think I'm the one to blame. I know that for a fact. Why? Because I tend to like keep quiet, or I tend to like keep my problems to myself because I was kind of raised that way. Because if you're a man, you need to you need to show the dominance. You need to show off like you're strong or anything shit like that. Me as a person, I'm really really sensitive. I think sometimes I'm kind of a little bit more sensitive than most girls. That as a man, that doesn't accept, or that doesn't really go hand in hand. Because if you're sensitive and shit, people laugh at you, people like make fun of you and shit like that, which is sometimes a little bit shit. But I learned to cope with it and said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna be myself, I'm just gonna be silent. And so I did. So that's kind of transition into like how I treat about my parents, about my problems, because like one day I kind of like wanted to tell what I really really want to say in my mind, but they got mad, they got pissed off. Like they say to me like, we are your parents, like you have a nerve to say something like that. We pay for your tuition, we pay everything that you ever wanted in your life, and this is how that we get in return. Like sometimes I don't understand my parents. Like my mother is always trying to tell me that, Rafi, it's try always saying what's your problem to us? Because we are here to help you, something like that. But if I try it, most of the time my family will be like, you're disrespecting me, like, you shit, you know? I don't know. And I have a sense of anxiety also, like I'm always doubting myself, or like there's always wrong with whatever action that I do. I always overthink of something, like it's already in the past, but I still think of it every now and then. Like for example, if I was in grade school, if I was here back then, I would do something different about it. So it's kind of shit to live in this state. You know, it's kind of something to live like this every day, trying to do it like that. I search online, because I like to research it if I don't know what to do. That in order for you to like get over with it, try to think like be more positive, or like do shit that way, like do more happy things, do things that kind of makes you happy. But that's not always the bread and butter of things, Like I always want to do, like, for example, kind of quit school or quit college and do freelancing jobs, online. There's like Upwork, Fiverr. There's a lot of shit that's online that hires freelancers to work. Like I can be like a coder of a company. I can be like like a video editor for a company. I can edit logos for a company or something like that. And so yeah, it's gonna make me, as I said earlier, I love the education, but I hate how the school treats it that way, because school kind of treats school like a business right now, and it's a bad state to think about it, but it's kind of true that most school kind of thinks that it's a business, and sometimes school doesn't teach you like the proper way of living life. They just teach you how to get a job, keep doing it every single day, and eventually you'll be happy. But most of the time, if you get a job, you get only minimum wage, you have to pay bills. They didn't teach you that in school, and shit like that, and just that it's shit. So what are the kind of things that kind of makes me happy as a person, or what's kind of alleviate a little bit about my depression or my anxiety? Well, for the most part, I really, really like to make videos, as I said. I like making something out of nothing, But recently in school doesn't give me that option, Like I couldn't make videos for you guys. I couldn't make thumbnails or something like that. I really, really miss that, So that's why I'm kind of making it here. So, like trying to explain to you what's the situation that I have in my mind, or it's kind of bad on my shit side, By the way, this video is just gonna be like, I will not edit some of it. I'm gonna be like, be upfront with you, like every time that I talk, that's the part that the video we're gonna be like, if there's like open air and shit like that, I'm gonna cut a little bit, but most of my talking gonna be right here, So yeah. Yeah, so I'm depressed. I have anxiety. I feel like my life right now is kind of shit. I kind of envy some of my friends, in high school, in college, and all of them. Like, they get to feel to live positively. Whereas for me, I feel shit every single time a day passes. I feel shit, you know? I know most of you guys are gonna be like, you don't care, or if you happen to stumble to my videos, you're gonna be care, you know? But I'm doing this for my own good because I want myself to alleviate at least a little bit of this depression, this anxiety, this stress, all of this kind of shit, you know? And that's why I'm making this video, to make myself feel better about myself just a little bit before I tackle again this hellish emotion that I'm experiencing every single day. You know, every day that you feel like you're shit, every day that you feel like your friends are gonna backstab you, or you feel like if you did something shit, it immediately puts your mind that you did that, and your friends are gonna like you anymore because you did this, that, you know. It's something that's really, really shitty to feel every day. But I know most people goes through with this shit, especially in their like teenage years, which is I am a teenager, right? Apparently, and yeah, and this stupid emotion. Sometimes I wish that I have the get-go personality of one of my favorite YouTubers, which is Casey Neistat. You know, he just able to do things on his way. You know, hey, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. It's just that if I happen to post a video tomorrow, then I feel good, right? Or like my hell week that I'm currently experiencing here in college is done. If you're a college student, you know what hell week is, you know. It's been done, you know. I hate feeling like this. Feeling shit. But you know, as society says that I am a man. You know, Muslim peoples are supposed to be strong. Muslim people are scary. I'm sorry, you know, for making this video. I don't know what's the deal of me making this video, giving you guys this attention. But maybe I am hoping that at least someone would help me. You know? This stupid me. You know? I thought someone was. You know? One of my best friends. It was a female. You know? I thought that maybe she would alleviate this stupid shit that I'm feeling. Because I kinda like her. You know? Then she found out that I like her, then we just kinda, you know, become strangers again. Currently I don't see her on school. I don't know what's happening to her life. Maybe I'm adding more stress if I'm like giving her like special cold, you know, but it's there. No, if you're that girl, I'm sorry if I give you shit like that. Like, oh no, he's talking to me or shit like that. I'm sorry if I did that. I didn't know, you know. You're the energetic bunch. You're the most. You're the girl that kind of makes me happy, but right now, you not being there kind of makes me shit. But who am I to you, right? I'm just your friend that you don't care, right? I am that one friend that is a background friend, you know? A friend that you're gonna forget in a few days, few weeks. A friend who always walks behind in groups. A friend that always listens to you, gives you advice. But then, when I need advice and help, I got no one. You know? I got no one. Oh my god, why am I crying? I told myself I'm not gonna cry. But it just kinda takes over my mind. I'm sorry again. So, I hope there's gonna be a new video tomorrow. I really do. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching and listening to my story a little bit. There's still a lot of shit that you don't know about me. And I'm kind of hoping that you guys might know someday what I really do, or what's my lifestyle, or shit like that. So yeah, I think this is the first step of you guys knowing me. So yeah. So as I see you on the next video. Bye bye.